Hey guys, how are y'all today? Figured I'd come in and say hello. Let me move this camera a little bit. So there we go. So you just get me and not the hallway. So it's been a long time since I saw you guys. What, yesterday when I did my mail opening? I got that box out of here. I have not played with these yet. Is work on this, which is my 3-yard time machine quilt. Hey Colleen. And I got it done. It's all quilted and bound. Colleen's still working on hers, but she's making great progress. And I really like it. I had a section in the video that I somehow cut out. I did some really strange things to that video. I'm not even sure what I did. Hey, Lori. I cut out a section and then it replayed in the video when I finished it, and it didn't show up in the final view when I went through. But in the section that I cut out, I explained why I put my binding on backwards. And I didn't put it on backwards on purpose, but about halfway through sewing it onto the front, I realized that I had put it on the wrong way, and I wasn't willing to go back and seam rip it to fix it. So I thought, well, I'm going to run with it. And I actually kind of like the way it came out. See how it looks like there's just a frame around the front of the quilt? So I like that. And what's the other thing? I had explained in the video, because you can see it, why there was threads hanging here. See all that thread on the back? I cut all of the baby lock quilting that I did out of this quilt. Yeah. Hi, Veronica. Nice to see you here. I started quilting this with my baby lock jazz. I couldn't get the tension to work right no matter what I did. So I pulled all that quilting out, and I wasn't super persnickety about getting the threads. And then I re-quilted the whole thing with the Juki. And then I was like, I need to go back and pick out those threads, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to run this through the washer and the dryer, and hopefully that'll pull all the threads out for me. I'm being lazy. And if it's not all out by then I'll pull it out. Hi, Sylvia. You're getting a wheel. Am I spinning on you? I think this is the camera that doesn't like it when I move real fast. So I'm sorry, but I wanted you to see my quilt. Is it only when I move around, or is it constant? Because I did try to do YouTube Live today instead of using Zoom, because Zoom doesn't seem to like my USB camera. Yeah, the washer and dryer can pull those threads out. Okay, good. So I'll just be careful about doing that. So that was the first thing I wanted to share. And I wanted to give you guys a couple of minutes to come in and different things. Hey, Shirley, how are you today? The bot is on, Colleen, if you need to use it or want to use it, to put links in for everybody. Okay. I think sometimes it's worse when I move around a lot or the picture changes a lot. And as you can tell, I'm back out in my other sewing room because I'm working with my Juki. I way prefer quilting with my Juki than with that baby lock. Yep. Sylvia remembers. So this is one of the items that I got, and I don't see Marie yet, but I'm sure she'll come in. Marie had messaged me about this product, and Marie even offered to buy it for me. I asked her to let me buy it because if I don't like it, I don't want to offend anybody. You know what I mean? I have the links down in the description box for these two items that I bought. But this is a seam ripper, and it comes with a little seam ripper in here. And there's a cap for it, which is good because I'm good at poking myself. it has a suction cup on the bottom. And the way that suction cup works is you put it down on your desk, then you close the lid and it suctions down. And I haven't used it yet. I just opened it. Hey, Lori. But I'm going to put it down here, and that doesn't stick to my wood desk. I'll have to put it on my Juki tabletop. It goes, she's right. The little cap does fit under there. There's a little groove in there for it. Then the cap goes in. Well, well, well. And it goes in either way. Well, the reason she thought I might be interested in it, Lori, at Sherlock, is because of the arthritis in my hands. So she was suggesting that I check it out. She uses one and has for years, and she loves it. And so I'm, see if I can get it suctioned down to the Juki table. Yep, and that's a pretty good suction. I'm going to put my hand in front of the camera and turn it. All right, can you see that there? What I did, I've still got the quilt on my lap, sorry, was I just set it down. This is the metal table for my Juki, and I pushed, and now it's suctioned down pretty well. And I did, before we start, get a couple of pieces that were already sewn together so I could try this. And I'm not sure which way this works better, but I do know that you're supposed to have the ball down whenever you quilt this, or whenever you use a seam ripper. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Can you guys see that? And it's not catching my fabric. I do like that. That came apart pretty easily. I'm going to turn it around because Marie said she uses hers like this. And I really, really, really appreciate the recommendation. Let's see. Yeah, that locked down. All right. So maybe you guys can see it better like this. I'm catching it so that the seam is in there. That suction didn't stay. A little moisture down there. Maybe it'll help. Okay. So let's try it again. And I'm getting the sharp part above and the ball below. Oh. Except the suction didn't stay very well. I'm sure it would stay better. It's actually pretty good. It's not ripping my fabric. It ripped the seam pretty well. Well, it's under 12 bucks, Lori. So not a bad deal at all. I think that's a keeper. What do you guys think? Put this little thingy back on here. I usually end up using my seam ripper more in the other room than in here. That's pretty cool. So this is the package. In case you go look for it somewhere. And then this is the, it's not very focused. Definitely Sherlock. And if you look at the link below the video, I do have an Amazon store now, or an Amazon affiliate link. I'm going to smile real big and say, can you use it? Veronica C. Let me lift you guys back up so you can see me. There's a couple of things on the Juki needle thing. I have a video about how to use it to make it work better. I always do there's a needle up and down button. I always do it up and down or down and up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always do it down and up. Is that the link I had in the description box, Colleen? Anyway, make sure your needle's at its highest point when you do it. Okay, thank you. And also, well, here, let me, I'm not going to send you to another video. Let's see if I can get you down where you can see me do it. Is that going to focus for us, do you think? So when I use my auto threader on my Juki, I lift up my presser foot and I go up and down, make sure I have plenty of thread, and then I drop my presser foot. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little hook behind the needle. I'm hoping you're near your machine, Veronica. You got to catch it with that little hook, and then your needle's at its highest point. Push your threader down, and there's a little metal piece at the back of the threader right there at the end of my finger. You catch your needle, or your thread, sorry. Move you little thing. Pull some more thread because I don't have enough. Push it down, catch on, there's a little piece of metal back behind here. You catch it there. The Band-Aid is making it hard for me. And then bring your thread so that it's up under there where that white piece is. And there's like a groove in the white piece. You catch it in that groove. Don't hold real tight, but still keep it taut. And then let go. It takes the thread right through there for you. See my needles threaded again? Oh, okay. That's fine. But anyway, that's the way I thread mine. And I wanted to show you. I do have a video on it if you want to look at it. And in my video, it took me like 4 tries to do it. But I wanted to show reality because sometimes you just are in a hurry and want to do it. All right, hand over the camera. I'm going to move you guys back up so you can see me and all my hello. Now I'm crooked. We don't want crooked. We want straight. There we go. The other thing I got in from Amazon this week is these. These were $11. Yeah, it is always a pain. I do it pretty quick now, but it's because I've been using the machine for a couple of years. I bought these, and these are spring-loaded scissors. They're similar to my Fiskars scissors. My verdict is still maybe. You know what I mean? They're lighter than my Fiskars are. My Fiskars have more cushioning here, but I like the Fiskars again for the insurance. Thank you, Colleen. I like the Fiskars because 1, they're padded, and 2, they're a little heavier than these. I used these to trim off the 3-yard quilt whenever I got the batting and stuff onto it. And it may just be because they don't weigh as much as the Fiskars, but they weren't as comfortable to use. I'm going to give them a few days and use them for a few projects and see how they work. But for $11, while the Fiskars are running $35 to $45, I'm kind of like, okay, I can use that. So I thought I would try them. You know, are they worth it when they're a quarter of the price? Maybe. Hey, Steph, sassy Steph, how are you today? But I kept the packaging on them, partly because this has a lifetime warranty on them. If this Livongo product fails to perform its intended use due to defects in materials or workmanship, we will replace them regardless of their age. Fiskars has the same warranty, and I've got the little card from my Fiskars in my filing cabinet. Do I have any tips if you need to square up blocks with your arthritis? Yeah, the The biggest one for me is to use a good rotary cutter, mat, and ruler. And I'm looking. And this is the rotary cutter I always recommend is the Martelli. I don't know what mine's got on it today. Um, because it's easier to hold for me. I don't have to use the way this holds is you just do like this. I'm not using the pressure of my wrist to do it. And when they're sharp, they don't require a lot of push down when you use it. But I usually try to use a square ruler that's the same size as my block and the Martelli, a good mat, and that square ruler. If you're squaring up blocks that are bigger than your ruler, then you definitely need a mat that's bigger than your block. So if you've got I saw a pattern for a 24-inch block yesterday, um, and I have a mat that's 17 by 24, I wouldn't do that. I think I'm frozen for a second. If I'm frozen, let me know. Oh, awesome. Sylvia, I normally sit to square up unless it's a great big, or unless I'm cutting big parts of uh, like yardage off. Maybe so, Sylvia. I can't stand up and cut because my shoulder won't do it. But I also have a hard time with when you hang clothes up on a hanger. I can put them on the hanger, but lifting that shoulder to put it up, I can't do that repeatedly. I believe so, Colleen. I believe so. That's the way I understand it anyway. And it doesn't raise the price for the person who's using it. Um, it anyway. And it doesn't raise the price for the person who's using it. Um, it just it it just gives me a little bit of a bonus for doing it. And since I'm using these items and I'm shopping for them daily, I use my own link to buy stuff for me too. So, if I buy stuff from Amazon, I use my link and that gives me a little bit of a credit back. I think on the 10.99 scissors, I got a dime or something, but it's still my dime rather than Amazon's. So, and I still paid the regular price. But this one, I kept the packaging and we opened it. And this also has that full lifetime warranty from Fiskars. So if for some reason this little baby breaks, I can send it back and get a replacement or a refund if they're not still making it. So yeah, I'm happy with the seam ripper. Haven't decided on the scissors yet because $11 isn't bad if the scissors last as long as the other pair that I have. But the other pair I've had probably 20 years. So, and then these are probably going to be my next big project. I'm going to start working my way through these. I started a basics block series a while back, and then I was like, well, what's a basic? 9 patches, that kind of thing. And I really like applique. So I want to play with these. Sylvia, I would invest in a Martelli so you can sit to cut. You can do it with any rotary cutter, but I think the Martelli is safer if you're sitting to cut because it's got the protection area over the blade there. And I should say this is actually an Amazon item because I think I've bought 4 of them through Amazon now, 2 for me. And I sent 1 to another content creator. And then this is what I gave away for my 200 subscriber giveaway. So yeah, I really like Martelli cutters. I think it's well worth it. I'm looking to see if there's any other questions. And then, Hugh, Stephanie, instead of hey. There you go. I don't know if am I frozen, guys? I'm looking at YouTube so I can make sure. Stephanie, I've gotten better at it since I've had to practice it. Definitely. On Amazon, the cutter's only about $17, Veronica. So it's not super expensive. Oh, there's a good look. Welcome back, Lori. Let's see if I can put that link in there for you. Oh. Yeah, it's $25 regularly on Amazon. Let's see if it'll let me give you a link. Yeah. This one's not part of their associate program, but I'm going to put the link in. It's a long link. I'm sorry. It is $16.95 though. If you wanted to buy it today, that one's not an affiliate link. It's just a straight one. Depends on where, Sylvia, your back hurts. Yeah. If your back hurts, you may have to find ways to accommodate it. When I was learning to cut sitting down, because I was also taught don't cut sitting down. But when I was learning to do it, I did a lot of veering off of my cut to the right because I'm right-handed. And I had to learn to lean forward and really push down on the ruler and then make sure I stayed right up against that. So having that Martelli, hey MJ, nice enough to send me screenshots from the book that goes with these Quilt Builder card deck. And I think I am probably going to order that book. I added it to my cart. Thank you, Veronica. Right. I think it's 24 hours, Colleen. But anyway, so I think I am going to order the book that goes with this. It says it has 110 blocks. These two boxes only have 100. But what looked interesting in the book was that there's cutting diagrams and yardage estimations for different sizes of blocks. So if you wanted to make, for instance, 20 of one particular block to put in a quilt, it would tell you how much yardage you need for one. You multiply that by 20 and you know how much you need. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that. So I think the book may be a decent deal. So I'm going to look at that and see what I can do. Yeah, exactly, Colleen. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how it all works. I'm still learning. The only reason I added it is because a couple of people sent me private messages wanting my Amazon affiliate link, and I didn't have one, but they wanted to order the pre-wound bobbins and use my affiliate link to do it so that I'd get a little credit. So I went ahead and created one, and I thought, well, okay, let's put it out there. But in order to keep that affiliate link, I have to make 3 sales through my link in X amount of time, or at least that's what I understand. Hubby was trying to explain it to me, and it went, poof. Oh, well, I'll have to look for that unless you have the link for it, and then I'll steal it. Yeah, I just make sure I'm sitting and straight on to where and then, like I said, hold my ruler down really tight and do my cut. And I don't have a cutting mat in here. Exactly, MJ. I am going to spend money on the book, yes. It was hidden in a video. I'll go look at Pat Sloan's. I don't mind. I like watching her. I don't watch all of her videos, but I do like watching her. Hello, Marie's Scrappy Creations. How are you today? I don't know if I've met you before, but welcome to the live. I was just talking about a couple of items that I've bought on the recommendations of some subscribers here lately. So I'll show you. I bought a Fisker seam ripper that sits down on your table, and I'm liking it. Oh, I hope your machine goes back together, Marie. That stinks. And then I reviewed a pair of scissors I bought, and I was showing these were a gift from a subscriber. They sent me both these boxes, and we're going to be playing with those here over the next couple months. Okay, Steph. What kind of machine do you have, Marie? Hopefully something that's easy to fix. I hope it's something easy to fix. And we have cats, but they're not in the house, thank goodness, because I would be. Hello. And do you have a channel, Marie? Are you a YouTuber? I like your name. And I'm into scrap sewing, so. Did he get put on a different shift, Colleen? Oh, awesome. You did a drawing this morning, I think, for, was it Angels? Am I thinking of the right channel? A Singer Quantum Stylist 9960. That's not really a lightweight machine. But yeah, it might be a big cat, that's for sure. Because I think I looked and it was Mona and Beverly that won. If I'm thinking of the right channel. I watched your videos. I try to watch a few from everybody, and my subscribed to list is humongous. Oh, well, great. Yeah, I actually, I have watched more than a few of your videos. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for coming to visit. I appreciate that. That's right. The cat gets no treats today. Unless the machine works well. And even then, my husband says. Yeah, awesome. Kitty must be restricted. Oh, well, because that's what I do is, it's called research. That's what I tell my husband it is. When I'm watching other people's channels, I go around and try to see what everybody else is doing because I'm nosy and I'm interested and I love to sew. I'm always willing to learn a new tip. And I think everybody teaches things differently. So, watching different people gives me different ideas for how to do things. I learned something from Sewing Mod Colleen this morning. I never thought of wrapping my borders around a real old thread spool or something to do them, but she did that and it worked. No extra treats because she's chunky enough. Yep. Definitely, definitely. Hey, Tracy at Craft a Simple Life. Are you you home and recovering safe? I saw you this morning, but by the time I thought to ask, Brandy's live was over. Yeah, Sherlock, I've got a list as long as my arm. I actually, when I was recording my binding video this morning and my quilting yesterday, I had those playing so I could at least listen. And that's why I put it on mute to record. I thought, yeah, that works out okay. I don't like wearing earbuds, so I try to listen if I can. Hey, Karen, how are you today? Tracy was your passed it and released from the hospital and now home, right, Tracy? Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Marie's Scrappy Creations, you sure should. She's got some awesome stuff. You're just getting by? Well, that's good. At least you're getting by and not behind. There's a lot of people in here who have creator channels. You know what, Tracy? You take all the time you need to recover. You were already not feeling great before the surgery, so glad you're home and starting to recover. It'll take a little time, but you'll get there. At a channel where she does FPP, foundation paper piecing, and Colleen and quilting in the country and piecing. I'm double checking on my phone that everything's still working right. It sure is. Definitely, definitely. And here's my recovery. I'm still wearing a Band-Aid on it. I'm almost 2 weeks out from surgery. It's a little bit tender, but I think it's because that last little bit is healing. And I changed over from one antibiotic ointment to another just to try to get it to finish healing. So there's no stitches or anything in it. It's just there. The Band-Aid just makes everything stick closer. So I'm happy about that. Okay. Thank you very much, Lori, for putting up Marie's channel. Definitely. And Colleen's hubby's on the phone. So she's running away for a minute. Well, for half an hour.
How's Steph's husband doing?
Yeah. And Stephanie's husband had some health issues. I'm hoping that he's getting better now. My husband just asked how he was doing. So Stephanie, if you're there, let me know. 10 minutes. Don't tell. Okay. We won't tell. We won't tell. And then Kelly and I from Kelly's Creations. Oh, you're very welcome, Marie. We've been talking a little bit, if we can ever get hooked up on Discord, about maybe doing a collaboration with a couple other people, doing some of these blocks from these boxes. They're the same boxes that are being used for the traveling quilts that Together We Sew with Stephanie Stitches is using, and Kathy's Cute Creations. So definitely the same blocks. I'm hoping to break them down and start teaching some of those blocks to people, because some of these, the way they explain for you to do them doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I'm hoping to demystify them so that if that traveling quilt gets done again, you too, Marie, thank you for stopping by. But anyway, if they do a traveling quilt again, I'd like for there to be videos out there that people could refer to. Oh, I'm sorry, Tracy. There's always replay, honey. Lori, I think that would be great if you wanted to do that. I'm all for, let's put some different ways of doing things out there, because one of the blocks out of here, I looked at it and I thought, oh, do it this way. And Colleen looked at it and said, oh, do it that way. That makes more sense to me. So there's room for different people to teach them. At least I think so. I don't see why not. Because when I was looking for videos on some of them, there was nothing. So it's a great resource, I think, to be able to put it out there. Hey, Marla, how are you? But I'm thinking, a couple of different people's approaches to how to do these blocks would be awesome. Yes, please give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. I can't thumbs up myself. It won't let me. At least not from here. Maybe after. Marla, I know you probably saw the video, but I was showing off my finished quilt. It's all done. I got to run it through the washer and then pick out whatever thread. I tried it out. I'm actually pretty good with this. I think it's great, and I'll probably use it a lot. And this is the other thing I got from Amazon. This is Lavingo brand scissors. They're supposed to, well, they're similar looks to my Fiskars scissors. And they were a quarter of the price, which is probably why I ordered this. They're not as padded as my Fiskars ones are. And they don't feel as smooth cutting. But I'm going to play with them for a few days and see if they grow on me. Oh, thank you, Veronica. I appreciate that a lot. But I'm going to see if those Lavingo scissors grow. I don't know. Livingo. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. I'm going to see if they grow on me, but I'm pretty sure that the seam ripper is permanent. I'm going to keep it. So, and the links for those are in the bottom in the description box of the video. Bye, MJ. You have a great day. I appreciate you coming. And then Colleen has gone off to do her, to talk to her husband for a few minutes. I was going to say something else, and I thought that doesn't sound right. Yep, she's on the phone. And I put, I guess they did a change on Discord. I don't know if everybody's seen it. Apparently, they've made it so only content creators can post in the thread for share your videos, and you can only post your own, I assume. Oh yeah, 5-year-olds have way more energy than I do. But I'm assuming you can only post your own. So I'm putting my videos on the Discord video link, and I'm trying to figure out Discord. Kelly's Cruises, Crafts, and Quilts. Kelly, you're going to shoot me if I don't get your name right soon. She and I have been trying how to become friends on Discord for a couple of, well, since yesterday, and neither one of us has figured it out. So hopefully somebody will explain it to me in, you know, very low tech language so that I can do it. So hopefully I can catch up with her. We want to see what we can work out as far as the quilts and blocks from these quilt boxes. And then let's see, what else have I got going? I have another 3-yard quilt already cut of the same time machine pattern in blacks and whites. I don't know if that's the next thing I'm going to do, or if I'm going to work on piecing the background parts for my chicken salad quilts, but I'm trying to get that one whipped out too, because we've got one more block left that I need to put the block borders around the big blocks and get that all finished up, so that one can go on the back burner and we can go on to the next project. And I think my next project is going to be applique, my next big project. I may make it up as I go along. I haven't decided, but I want to use the Brothers Scan and Cut. Laura, you'll get it. I mean, the Quilters Co-op is awesome. That camper quilt's a Missouri Star pattern, and I really like that pattern too. As a matter of fact, Sylvia, I saw a camper pattern this morning on Amazon, but it was $20, and I didn't recognize the designer. But I have the Missouri Star templates that I cut for that. And I'm thinking I may do that, or use the Brothers Scan and Cut and the Cricut and see if I can get them back. Because I do want to do some videos comparing the two. Maybe that would be the way to go, is do applique and use both things out. The Cricut can't cut anything out that's not already uploaded, but the Scan and Cut can. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, how do I do I set them up side by side and make a brace, or what do I do? Put racing stripes on both of them. But I think that would be a kind of neat comparison for some people. Yeah. Lori, your first person to friend on there should be Colleen. She's the resident expert as far as I'm concerned. And if you join the Quilters Co-op, which I think is in there, let me see. If you join the Quilters Co-op, then a lot of us are already in there, and it's easier to add friends from the Quilters Co-op. I'm waiting to see if it's going to let me do it, or if I have Discord in there. I thought I did. I may not like the way I did it. Who knows? Courtney's going to be on tonight at, I thought she's got 9 my time, 9 Eastern. So that should be 8 Central, which is where she's at. And I'm not sure if she's going to do the foundation paper piecing on her lion, or if she's going to do the ambiance quilt. But I'm looking forward to seeing that one. And Kelly's going to be on in just a few minutes, right, Colleen? She comes on at 3 our time. It does not want to let me put those in. Not in the bot. Okay. I will put it in there. I thought I had it in there. Yeah, but Kelly's going to do a live. She's going to do some scrap sewing. Courtney's on later tonight. I don't know who else is on today, if anybody. Unless there's a marathon Zoom going on somewhere. Which there have been a couple of those here lately. But yeah, and Sylvia, I will try to get the camper quilt out to show you. What's sitting in front of it is my spare roll of batting. And I can't move that spare roll of batting without moving my quilt frame. So I would offer to bring it out and show it to you. But I actually did that long before I got an embroidery machine or anything that would cut. Probably 3 or 4 years ago. I know I made it since we moved into this house, so it's been since 2017. But I don't know exactly when. But I know that I got that pattern from Missouri Star, and I need to look and see if I have that pattern still, or if it was a freebie or a paid pattern. Because I don't want to give out her dimensions if it was a paid pattern. Thank you very much, Colleen. I appreciate that. Anyway, I know Kelly's going to come on at 3, and I didn't really intend to be on a long time today. I've got 3 more videos that I need to edit that are going up later. They're scheduled. They're not going up today. Thank you. I got everything that I wanted up today, put up today. So that part's done and on to the next section. But I did want to show you guys those couple of items. And I'm still sorry that I haven't seen Marie yet. But she'll get to see the live or the replay of it if she wants to watch. And yeah, the seam ripper I think is great especially for people with, weaker hands like me, arthritis. And Sylvia, yeah, that ripper is awesome, isn't it? And it was $12 US, so I don't know, probably runs somewhere around that in pounds. And I was pretty proud of myself yesterday. I actually found the pound sign in my cell phone alphabets. Bye, Lori. You have a great day. That would make me do. But I'm going to say bye to you guys. And you guys have a great day. That way I can get ready for Kelly's live because I got to go get a drink. I just killed my cup. And it is always nice to chat with everybody. Okay, good. So it's not just me. I don't feel so bad, Sylvia. But on Monday, Florence comes out, which is block 12 of the chicken salad. And I'm hoping Monday afternoon to answer any questions anybody might have on the chicken salad quilt and to either start or have finished putting together my background blocks to go on my chicken salad blocks. And I need to square up those chicken salad blocks to 12.5. And I'm planning on doing that Monday unless I magically create some time from somewhere. And I don't know where you get it from to be able to do it over the weekend. But I can do it on a live without feeling like I'm taking time away from something else. So I appreciate you guys all coming. I hope you guys all have a great day and a great weekend. I'm sure I will see you guys around somewhere. And again, thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.